Passages for this week, for this morning, this Lord's morning, for the week ahead as well. Those two passages we find in Acts chapter 1, verses 6 through 9, and Ephesians 1, 22 through 23. As we said last Sunday, we are easing our way back into our study of Acts. Where we left off before, we were at the end of Acts 11. We were poised then to get into Acts 12. But before we continue on that path, we're going to continue to ease our way back into our study by taking the next few weeks to look at an important concept that we find not only in Acts, but in all of Scripture. The reason why we're going to do this is it stems from a conversation, some recent conversations I've had with some of our church officers. You may remember some from announcements a couple months ago that we were going to do officer training. And so we offered this training for our church officers, for our elders, and for our deacons. And several of your church officers participated, and we would meet on Sunday afternoons, and we were going through a book on church leadership, and we were talking about some of the principles and aspects we found in that book on good church leadership. We watched some videos as well, and we spent several weeks doing this. And toward the end of that training, a few officers expressed how much they had enjoyed the training and suggested that they thought it would make for a good sermon series. That these concepts, these ideas, these principles, they thought would benefit you, the congregation of Bethel ARP. So they suggested I do a sermon series on this. Now, I'll be honest with you, I was not expecting that response. I wasn't expecting officers to come and tell me that not only did they enjoy the training series, but they thought everyone should hear it, and everyone should hear a sermon series on it, and that they would benefit from it. I'm glad for the response. I just wasn't expecting it. So as a Presbyterian minister, as a man under authority,